Hey, this is Josh here from Cody Cove Farm and Nursery. The motivation for this video, which is a proposal or an idea, really came from our friend Craig Hepworth, who is online as Florida Fruit Geek. And he said, hey, maybe people would like to support your farm and your publishing and stuff by donating money, which had never really occurred to me much. Currently, we make our income from selling seeds and plants and stuff. But we got thinking, and so this video is a proposal for starting a Patreon, which is a subscriber service. And basically, in this Patreon account, we would have people could donate on a monthly basis, and then you would get content in return. So to start, I'll just introduce myself a little bit and kind of some of the ideas behind this. For almost 10 years, I worked at the Heart Village, and basically I had the opportunity to work full-time experimenting, growing and being an educator surrounding subtropical and tropical underutilized crops in Central Florida setting. So in that time, I was really able to do something that most people don't have the time and energy to do, which is work full-time on a farm that includes several hundred species of useful and edible plants. Really learn how to manage those and then bring them all the way to a kitchen and learn how to eat them and use them. Since then, we've been on our own farm here, and we have quite a collection of lesser-known edible plants. And a big focus of ours is collecting unique genetics of these plants. And I've also been a lecturer for students and a hands-on teacher for students over the years at the Heart Village. I present at rare fruit councils, places like the Echo Conference, things like that. So that's a little background. So our current situation is that we're making it, doing this farm, but Emily, who's the other half of Cody Cove Farm and Nursery, we were planning to transition into this farm with her having a job off the farm and me basically running the farm. But we take care of Emily's sister, and some unexpected health problems came up, and basically Emily is now really a full-time caregiver. So now we're trying to make our full-time income out of this farm, and we have an electric bill and a mortgage and bills to pay. And as people may know, it's not easy to make a good income, what many people would consider a good income, right out of the gate on a really small farm. We currently can't afford a tractor or other big equipment. I pretty much work all day, every day out here on this farm to grow the things that we grow. And having another income stream, even a small amount, would really open me up to being less stressed out about keeping this all running right, and would open me up to be able to publish more content, more writing, more videos, more things like that that could benefit the community. Because my real goal here is to benefit the Florida community and move us towards a more sustainable food system through our efforts, and hopefully eventually also start contributing to all kinds of different community projects and projects that help feed the poor and things like that. So the idea here is to have a Patreon account that would be something like you contribute, say, $10 a month, and it's an automatic subscription. And in exchange for that, we would commit to publishing, this is all a crude idea right now, but this is the rough outline, is something like 1 hour or so long lecture a month. It would sometimes be me, maybe pulling out some old slideshows and lectures I've done for students or for different workshops. It could be totally new lectures that I develop. It could be interviews maybe with other small farmers or sustainable growers that have things to offer, or I don't know, other types of something along the lines of a lecture that could be watched or listened to. So second idea we have something to offer for subscribers is a once a month Q&A. So there would be a full month for people to send in questions that are about crops, sustainable agriculture, specific things about growing in Florida. So, it could be anything. It could be, could you highlight a few varieties of banana that have proven to do well in Central Florida? It could be, what's a rough planting schedule for vegetables in Central Florida? It could be, what's your favorite type of cassava to grow? It could be all kinds of things. How do you use this ingredient? Whatever. And that could then end up, I could take the month to research anything I need to research. I have a pretty extensive library. Dig up things, help the community that way, and then all those questions people have may be questions other people have, and that those answers would then be available to everybody in the Patreon. And then the third thing we would commit to would be Emily, who has quite a few years of experience using all these lesser known tropical vegetables and fruits and things in the kitchen, would do a monthly food blog of some type. So it could be a video, let's say it's an hour-long video showing you several ways to use cassava, or how to make a cassava flatbread, or how to cook green bananas, or just how to cook a particular type of leaf into your food. Something unique at least every month. That could be also maybe recipes sometimes, video tutorials. So that's one thing we could include. Another idea we have is to offer Patreon subscribers a 48-hour advance on any time that we have a new crop variety that's about to go up on our website. A lot of our stuff that we have found and that we offer on our website, we're really the only place for it, because I get a lot of varieties from people that aren't vendors. They don't post much online or share, and part of my whole mission is to go out and find those kinds of things, identify which ones are valuable, and offer them to people. Well, we're out of stock constantly on our website because the demand is really high for some of these new varieties. So a Patreon subscriber would get 48 hours to go ahead and get some of those things on our website before they sell out. So that would be another benefit. And then there may be other things. Another thing that I'm hoping is that any subscribers to the Patreon will also be funding free content for the community. So if we did this, I would publish some sort of article once a month that would be free to the public. So I just wrote a cowpea article that's all about different varieties of cowpea for Florida. So I would commit to making content like that available every month that's free for everybody. So Patreon subscribers, in a way, are really subsidizing making more information free to the community. We'll continue to try to do more YouTube, more social media posts and things like that that are just informational, to help more growers and people get more information. So this is just a proposal. I have no idea if there will be interest in this. If there's not, so be it. Maybe this sits here for a month or two and then I just remove this video because it wasn't a good idea. And maybe there's a lot of interest. I don't know. So this video is just to float this out. If you like this idea, let us know. But more importantly, I don't really want to go ahead with this on people saying, oh yeah, cool. What I would like is if you would actually sign up for this. I mean, I'm not saying if you do this, you're committing, but if you would actually sign up for this with 95% confidence, you would say, if you would send us an email with the heading Patreon at never mind. Actually, send an email to Emily at codycovefarm.com with the heading that says Patreon, and just write a message that says, I would definitely sign up for this. If there's enough people that want to contribute, I think we'll say $10 a month. People are also, if you're sitting on a bunch of money and you think, man, I'd love to support this project, you're welcome to donate more than that per month. But $10 a month would give a person access to all those things. Please just write us that email and tell me, yes, I would sign up. And if there's enough people interested, then we'll probably go forward with this. If there's no interest, then forget about it, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
This is an example of a project that I feel will be beneficial to the sustainable gardening community in Florida, that I'm not necessarily going to get paid for my time and energy. This is a variety trial of 15 kinds of edible loofahs. So they're all different from each other. These took me a lot of time to do the research, to order all the seeds, to get all these started, to build this big trellis, to put all these in, all to get at the end one sentence, which is, this variety does the best of all these. And that's really valuable information to have. And yes, I'll sell the seed of the best one and I'll recoup some of my time that way. But it'd be nice to be able to have a little more of a cushion to be able to do more projects like this. There's not a lot of people in Florida that do these kind of trials, and if they do, that information's not necessarily going to be readily available to the average person. So this is really, I think, a valuable service to everybody, and something that it would be nice to have a little more of a buffer to be able to spend my time and energy doing.
So thanks for watching this video. I hope this idea interests people. The whole idea is to help subsidize our family to be able to pay our bills and get by without me having to quit and go get another job, to continue to be able to make new crops available for Florida gardeners and small farmers, to continue spending more of my time doing research, advocacy, writing, making videos for people to benefit from, and continue some of the work we have done over the years. At heart, I was very involved in education. Really, my number one goal of this farm is to help people. But in order to do that, I also need to make an income. So, yep, that's the idea. Let us know what you think. Really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.